Members, I rise today not to spend time debunking or offering differing perspectives on statements made during moments of personal privilege over the last few days. In fact, that'd be hypocritical to the very point I'm here to make. I want to address what I and my caucus view as a repeated misuse of personal privilege from this podium. House Rule 22 of the Colorado House Legislative Rules that were voted on by us outlines the use of personal privilege. It states that members may take personal privilege to speak on matters that, quote, may collectively affect the House, its rights, its dignity, and the integrity of its proceedings, or the rights, reputation, and conduct of its individual members in their respective capacities only. We've seen examples of the proper use of personal privilege that fall within the scope of Rule 22 during this 75th General Assembly. During special session, when a member of the majority seemed to question the minority caucus's motivation for speaking long on a bill, that questioned the, quote, rights, reputation, and conduct of its individual members in their respective capacities. To the credit of the majority leadership, our assistant minority leader was granted a moment of personal privilege to respond accordingly on behalf of our caucus. The institution is important, and these rules exist to protect it. If abided by, these rules preserve decorum within this chamber and maintain integrity in our proceedings. The rules are clear. A point of personal privilege is not meant to grandstand policy or advance a political agenda. Yet, this is now the third time we have seen points of personal privilege used to advance policy arguments. If we're not following Rule 22, will we apply these points of personal privilege fairly? If a small business in my district closes down, will you grant me personal privilege to criticize this body for the regulation that I believe broke the back of that business? If a constituent of mine is harmed in a crime while waiting on a 3-day background check, will you grant me personal privilege to lay blame at your feet? If anyone in this chamber wants to make their positions known on the happenings in Minnesota, ICE operations in Colorado, or disagreements with foreign policy, you are free to post on social media, publish an op-ed, send a press release, and hold a town hall. Or you have the ability to run a resolution, at which time opposing views and differing opinions can be heard from the floor. The credibility of this institution relies on traditions, precedents, and following the very rules we vote on ourselves. The precedent we're setting in the first 50 days of the 2026 session is that points of personal privilege are a substitute for personal grievances intertwined with political messaging. As a body, we have all made a commitment to decorum in this chamber. And if we want this institution to retain credibility, then we must enforce and respect the rules voted on by us that govern it. Thank you.